Hello, my little heathens. Mama Lou here, and I wanted to do a reading here about. Well, I wanted to get a song, pull some cards on it, and then go to another message song and then cards on it, that sort of thing. But what I may do is if they want to, I may have the cards come out first, so then you guys can just pick the one that's resonating with you, and then you can just watch that portion, or you can watch all of them if all of them are interesting to you. But that way you can kind of steer the message toward what you're looking for. So just kind of take a deep breath in, start, getting in sync with me here so that we can get you the message that you're looking for. If it's a question or if it's advice or something like that you can hopefully get answered today for you. Okay. Ooh, they're flying, guys. They're flying. All right. The first one that came out is Monkey Wrench by Foo Fighters. The main title or the main lyric from it shows up with the artist and the song and a line from it, and then kind of some themes that could possibly be involved in it. So, don't want to be your monkey wrench, one more indecent accident, I'd rather leave than suffer this. So this is being someone's punching bag, not letting go or forgiving, being used, feeling like an inconvenience just for existing. That's going to be a fun pile. So if this one resonates with you, I'm going to put this in, this will be number 1 position, okay? Let me see. Like I said, a bunch of these just started flying out. So that was a big chunk. We're going to not do that. Okay. The next one is Pinup Daddy by Rett, Madison. No matter what side of the bed I wake up on today, I still rise. I'm alive. I'm everything. This is you can be all parts of you at the same time. You get to define yourself every day, and self-acceptance. So if this is, you got the vibes for this one, we're going to name this number 2. Okay. Oh, this is another good one. Okay. So this one is My Own Worst Enemy by Lit. And it's no surprise to me. I am my own worst enemy because every now and then I kick the living shit out of me. So this one's all about self-sabotage, need to face your issues, out of control, possible substance abuse, and possibly neglecting your mental health. So we're going to name this one number 3. So go ahead and take a deep breath, see which one is talking to you, because I am going to start with number 1 first. Again, this is Monkey Wrench by the Foo Fighters. If you don't know the Foo Fighters, I feel awful. Actually, recently, someone told me this is like an older dad band, and I was like, what? This is my youth. What are you talking about? Foo Fighters or old people music? What? Okay. Anywho, that's my own thing. Dave Grohl is a god. I don't know what you're saying. No, okay. Anyways, so Monkey Wrench by Foo Fighters. Don't want to be your monkey wrench. One more indecent accident. I'd rather leave than suffer this. So, like I said, this one feels about being a punching bag. You could be feeling like you're just an inconvenience to people. Like they want you around when it's convenient for them, but they're totally it could even be like they use you when they need a pick-me-up. Do you ever have those friends that only are around you because you make them feel better? I've had friends like that. It sucks. And every time I would be like, okay, this time they're gonna start more with this give and take, and they don't. People show you their true selves in their actions more than their words. So just a first thought on that one that's coming out before I even get a card for it. This also could be about a job. It doesn't have to be, definitely it could be love or relationship. This could be about a job though, or even let's say you have roommates or something like that, and you're the one that's always like, I'm always the one cleaning. Like I work just as much as you guys, but why am I the one that's always cleaning? Or one of those people who is really close friends with you, but the minute that they find something better or find someone else, they'll drop plans with you in a heartbeat. just to, feels like they think that the grass is greener on the other side. They're going to have more fun. It feels like you're the fallback, whatever that means. You're the fallback in this situation. So let's get some more info on what this is. Yeah, you're the stable one. You're the safe one. You're the convenient one. You're the one that doesn't really complain. You're the one that just takes it. And there are people out there who will take advantage of that. They will use you to build themselves up. This has more to do with their self-esteem and their narcissism than it has to do with you, just so you know. And you can tell that in this song too. He's kind of like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm done being just monkeyed around with and used and abused whenever you have a whim to do so. Like he's reached the breaking point, and it feels like the reason that this is happening is because it does seem like you kind of got your shit together, and you are a pretty supportive person, and the King of Pentacles is pretty chill. That's the way I always see him. Like he's the chill one. Like he doesn't let things phase him. He realizes that life is life. Time's just a thing that we've made up. Like he's just chill. Like he's sitting there. Funny enough, it looks like he's smoking a joint. So but he's the it's cool, man. And there's so much. You can only do so much of that, just letting people it's just people, I'm good. But it will eventually start wearing on you because, you're tired of being the one that has to raise them back up from the ashes, to build them back up, to make them feel important again, and really stroking that ego. It feels like these two together. And with the Death card in reverse, it's like, how many times are we going to go through this cycle? How many times can I just keep doing this when you're just using me? You're just using me because I'm here and available, and because I'm pretty chill and I don't get too worked up about stuff, and I'm not judgmental, and I feel like people should be free to do their own thing and make their own choices. But in doing so, people almost feel like they can do whatever they want because you are so chill, or because you are so relaxed about things. But just because you're relaxed and chill and you don't get too, up and down with your emotions or with anything like that, that doesn't mean that you still don't recognize these sorts of behaviors, and that you are 100% in the right to call it quits when it's enough. Because like I said, you got your shit together, and don't mistake my my belief that people can make their own choices as me somehow condoning or accepting that kind of behavior. At least not to me. It feels like, because the King of Pentacles also has strong boundaries. They know where that line is for them. And you can still love and appreciate someone, be friends with people, hang out with people, be super close, but that doesn't mean that you have to accept all that. I don't know if that makes sense. Because you got the Ace of Wands. And this is that kind of, it feels like that aha moment. I can have a better relationship. I can have a better friend. I can have a better job. I can have, better roommates. I can have better anything, because it feels very much like it's time for you to acknowledge your how awesome you are, in you're able to take these people who honestly don't really deserve it, just talk them out of situations where they just feel just down in the dumps. It feels like you might even be a motivational type person, you could have a job in something that is, a caretaking position, or a mentor, or you may just be a cool person who just is a great listener, or a great, has really wise things to say, because it feels like you are that person that gives everybody that boost they need to get over whatever that hump is, or to get over whatever insecurity it is. Like I said, you're kind of like that. You're more than happy to just be like, rah, rah, go. I believe in you. But it feels like sometimes that can get taken advantage of. And sometimes you're like, okay, I don't agree with that, but I support you because I love you or appreciate you. So let's see if there's any advice for this one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is time for you to get some new perspective, because you got the Six of Pentacles and the Hangman. And this feels like you need to come a little bit more in balance of how much are you giving and how much are you receiving. Is all of this stuff that you're doing for this other person, the one in this song, is it being reciprocated? Is it coming back to you? Is it producing an even give and take? Does it feel unbalanced? Does it feel unequal in any way? Does it feel like you're always having to, like I said, kind of lift this person up, and then, you know, you get them all happy again, or get them back out on the dating scene again, and then they're just like drop you the minute that they find a new, you know, partner, or they start, you know. And then guess what? When that doesn't work out, all of a sudden we're besties again. And all of a sudden I'm here, you know, all the time. That's the way it feels. So this almost feels like you need to take some time of reflection. Am I going to continue? The Hangman to me always comes up with, I know people think of it as a pause or something like that, but this is almost to me in this reading of a, okay, this is the way I've done things with this person up until this point. I can continue doing those things, and the same results are going to continue. So if you're okay with that and you're happy in this relationship, great. But also think about, okay, if I wasn't expending all this energy on this person, what would that look like? Would that mean that I am progressing on my path? Would that mean that I am progressing in my journey? Because if that's the role that I'm in right now, it is always helping others. It's always assisting others. It's always, you know, I'm just supposed to give. Then that's the point where you need to decide, okay, giving to everybody else, but what am I giving to myself? How am I progressing along myself? Because even in the Six of Pentacles, they're not giving more than they have. They're not overextending themselves. They're more than happy to share, but it almost feels like, too, is like it's enough to get you on your feet, but you need to start providing for yourself. You need to start, you know, self-satisfying rather than requiring outside. It's like people who are expecting other people to make them happy, or people who are expecting, you know, the perfect person, and then my life will be great. Or if I move to this certain place, then my life will be great. And so it just kind of feels like that's something that I would really consider if you're feeling like you're in this place. Oh, I thought I lost a card. I don't know. We'll see. But let's do one more card here for this first group. Yeah, you got the Fool in reverse. You've been on this road before. How many times are you going to be in this position? How many times are you going to keep feeling like this, that you're just going to keep taking it from someone, that you're just going to just feel bad about yourself because this person is treating you so badly that you're like, what did I ever do? This almost feels like you're in this place of wanting to, well, honestly, I'm getting this restart, but it's almost an internal restart. It's not like, you know, it's time to take a risk and, start a new job or start going to school or something. That this feels like something where you need to start doing something within yourself. You need to acknowledge that you have the ability to walk away from this sort of a situation. It's within you to set boundaries and to say no. It's within you to be like, I'm not going to take it anymore. I can't. And that's okay. So I hope that was helpful. That was group number 1 with Monkey Wrench on there. All right, so we're going to move on to group 2. Pin Up Daddy by Rett Madison. No matter what side of the bed I wake up on today, I still rise, I'm alive, and I am everything. You can be all parts of you at the same time. You get to define yourself every day. Self-acceptance. This is actually a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. I highly recommend you listen to it. But let's see what cards come out for this. A lot of this that I get from this is that this feels a lot like people are trying to define who you are, whether that is, what type of worker you are, what type of person you are, what type of friend, what type of, but it feels a little deeper than that. It feels a little bit like wanting to put labels on you or tags on you in some way. And this is more about being okay with who you are in all circumstances, and realizing that sometimes the world's not ready for you, and I will tell you, sometimes the world is dumb. People ask stupid questions that they have no right to be asking. They assume a lot of things. They are closed-minded. They are cut off. All of these different things, and this song very much covers this, because in the song, this person has a fluid gender, and depending on the day, they decide for that day, but it can even change during the day, and they're trying to just have people love them just as they are, as their soul. And it's actually a beautiful song. I highly recommend it. Because there is some sort of standard of being, whether this is your gender, your sexuality, it feels like all of those types of things. There is some sort of standard here, and you are trying to bridge that gap. It feels like you want people to work with you, but it feels almost like you're having to educate them as they go along. And it feels like the people who work on this with you, who honestly are trying and want to acknowledge you for who you are, how you present, any of those things. It feels very much like you wanting to meet in the middle with them, be understanding with them, with those who are willing to work with you. There are some people who are not going to work with you, but it almost feels like you have this dream of like, I wish people could just accept me for who I am. I wish people would just realize that I don't have all the answers to all of their questions, and I shouldn't be responsible for educating you on all of these things. And why does every conversation have to be about, my sexual orientation or my gender or any of these things? And it's like, I am more than just that. I am me. Could you please just, love me, and we can talk about other stuff. I'm not just this meat suit I'm living in, like I am a soul. I am a human being. So because you got the moon, because there is times where you feel like you have to keep part of yourself hidden. And some of this may be self-preservation. I understand the world is not a super safe or nice place to anybody deemed, I don't even want to use this word, but different or, strange, awkward. When I was growing up, it was just, that one's off is the way, it's horrible. Horrible the way that people are. Each generation I think gets better, but I can't really guarantee it. But yeah, there's parts of you that you still keep hidden from the light, where you feel like in order to almost, and this could be true, in order to survive in the environment I'm in order to move up in my company, they shouldn't be doing that, but it happens, or it just feels a little bit like you always feel, I'm getting a little bit of outsider feeling, or and this is just for some of you. I also feel like you guys, or that there is some people here that may not have even defined what it is and who they are to themselves yet, or to their close friends or family. Like they are still, but it feels almost more out of self-preservation, possibly fear. It feels very mysterious. And so you may have some questions about everything. And the thing is that you may have ideas about what or who you are, but it feels like you're also open to, it's okay if I don't have anything defined at this moment, or any specific, nomenclature attached to any of it. There's something about that too. All right, let's get some advice for what to do for group 2. Okay. Yeah, you got the Empress. You got the Empress. She's lovely. Okay. And again, not gender specific. This is that energy. This is the energy of peace within yourself. This is complete alignment with who and what you are as a whole. This is just joining all those things. You don't need to know, like I said, you don't need to define what it is, but you can rest back and know that it's okay if I don't know. And also, it is not my responsibility to educate everyone around me. If you want to come to me, like she's like literally like, if you want to come to me and have an honest conversation, that's fine. But also, this isn't all that I am. I am glorious all by myself. And like I said, you can't define me. I'm indefinable. It's kind of cool, actually. That's kind of rad. I really think that one. So yeah, this is you just sitting back and being okay with yourself, because it feels like you can be, and you are. I just worry about that moon card about you, the fears or the anxieties or the feelings that you need to, but also do what you need to do to keep yourself protected. I totally understand that, and then just ask the universe for ways that you can, get out of whatever situation you're afraid of or that you are feeling confined by. That's what I would do. Try manifesting a path through. That's what I would recommend, because there is always a path normally on the moon card too, of like, you have to navigate through those pillars to get to where you're going. And that's kind of what it feels like. Yeah. Oh man, you guys. Damn straight. You got the Strength and the Sun card. Two of my absolute favorite cards in the deck. This is like the most awesome one in the deck. This is just like, you are badass. So this together is, you've been through enough that you are so freaking strong at this point, probably stronger than you think. And I think that some of this is you wish you didn't have to be so strong all the time. You wish you didn't have to hear those stupid sayings of like, oh, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Could people stop trying to kill me? Can people stop trying to like, Why is because I'm tough and I've made it through my trauma that all of a sudden I'm supposed to be lauded? Can you just stop causing me freaking trauma? That would really help a lot. And it feels like that's kind of what you want. You kind of want to just be able to relax. You want to be playful. You want to have fun. You want to experience life. You want to enjoy yourself. You want to enjoy your freedom to be you. That's what I get. Awesome message, you guys. I hope that was helpful. Great. Okay. The last one is group 3. All right. We got My Own Worst Enemy by Lit. It's no surprise to me I am my own worst enemy because every now and then I kick the living shit out of me. This is about self-sabotage, the need to face your issues, out of control, substance abuse, neglecting your mental health. So let's see what cards come up with this one. What do we want to do here? I think I want to use, these guys. All right, let's see what pops out for you guys. What I get from this song, first of all, before we even get to the cards, is when this has a little bit of as you grow up, sometimes, well, most times, okay, part of the journey of growing up and aging and going through the life cycles that we humans go through, there is times where we hit a milestone of some sort and you fail or it doesn't quite work out for you. Okay. So, this feels like someone who may have butt up against that multiple times, where you just get to this certain thing and then it just falls through and you feel this. I'm not saying this is true. You may have feelings like you're a failure. Why do I even bother? Why should I even try? Like every time I do something, I just fuck it up, or every time, I get involved, it turns to shit. And you kind of have these feelings. You have these down in the dumpsy, negative talk to yourself. And you may try and drown some of those things out by with habits. Maybe you use drugs, maybe you drink a lot, maybe you overspend and you use retail therapy for this. It could be even when you feel bad, you lash out at others to try and get them on your level because you're feeling in the shit. So I'm just going to make everybody, because sometimes we all get fed up sometimes. And sometimes we just act like assholes because we're just in a mood. And this feels like that could be it too. And then when you get done with it and you realize that you've actually said some horrible things, you've hurt people, then you're just like, oh, why did this happen? And that's some of what I'm getting with that. Because you got the Knight of Swords in reverse. It feels like you try so hard. You say, okay, this time I'm going to do it. I'm going to complete this. I'm going to work really hard, whatever. And you may want it to happen so bad that you kind of cut corners, or you kind of fudge it a little bit, or you're like, this is the last time, and then I won't do it again. Whether it's, I'm gonna stop talking negatively to myself, and then you do it, or this time I'm gonna really, stop drugs, or this time I'm gonna really stop drinking, or this time I'm gonna really stop, just sleeping with whoever comes through. None of these are judgments. I'm just saying that these are things that you are using to replace dealing with whatever actually is going on. You're using these things to deal with a disappointment. So this could be anything that you literally are replacing one for the other because of something not going your way, or because of issues that you're not wanting to face, because it feels like also the Knight of Swords also feels like you may run away from people who want to help. You may kind of like think like, yeah, that's not for me, whether it's like therapy or groups or, certain exercises or practices or communities or religions or whatever. You're just like, yeah, that's not for me. And so you're self-medicating, you're self-soothing, or you're trying to fill that up, and what it is it's just actually making your disappointment in yourself deeper rather than making you feel better. Yeah, it may feel good for a little bit, but what happens when you wake up the next morning and you're still in the same place and nothing actually got solved? It feels like there's nothing here that's actually solving the problem or solving the issue, which comes up a lot in that song of, like, you need to face these issues. That's part of it. Yeah, because you got the justice in reverse. And we're not saying that these things are fair or that it is warranted, because there's people, like, there's been multiple things that I have just put my heart and soul into, and it didn't work out. It failed. You think I didn't feel like shit? Because I was like, why can't I get anything right? Why can't something go my way? Why does this have to be so freaking hard? And once you start getting in that cycle of, and again, none of this is judgment. Once you get in that cycle of self-pity, which we all can fall into, or martyrdom, or look over there, how come they have it so freaking easy? How come I'm the one that's always got to pulling myself up and got to fight so hard just to do the most basic of things and to just have a fulfilling life, or to just get that job, or to just have a relationship that finally freaking works out and they love me as much as I love them. And it just is that cycle in your head of negativity. That took a long time to say that one word, sorry. So let's see what else we got coming out of here. Oops. They're falling, guys. Poppy poppin'. Yeah, this does. It feels like at this point there may be something of where just when you think that you may be, how would I put this? Just when you feel like, okay, all of that's behind me, dead, done, over with. I've dealt with my issues. I've done these things. The minute that it starts hurting or that something isn't working out, you may self-sabotage to hurry up and get that ball rolling, because you've already decided in your head it's going to fail, or that you're going to fail, or that you're going to be a disappointment, or that you're going to just not be able to pull this off, or something like that. That's a little bit harsh, but that's what came out with that card. Also, some of this could be the people that you're around. This could be something about the people that you are around, because they may not be as supportive as they should be, especially the people that are the closest to you in your lives. Are they being supportive, or are they just jamming it home and they're like, yeah, right, you are a failure. Yeah, this isn't going to work. Do you have people around you that are a little bit more like, I believe in you. This time's going to be different. And I'm going to help. Or here's some ideas. Or here, look at this YouTube and it tells you how to do this. Or join this class. It's awesome. It really helped me. Or get this mentor. Like, are they doing that for you? Is what I get. Because this looks like possibly needing to get a new group around you, new group of friends, possibly. This is, and you kind of transforming out of that idea of this isn't ever going to change. The death card is literally change and coming out of your cocoon a completely different person. This is where you need to start breaking that cycle. You need to stop trying to fill something up with something else so that you don't have to deal with what's really going on. Because otherwise, you're never going to have those kind of connections that you really need. You're never going to be able to express yourself openly, to have that give and take, to say this really hurt my feelings, or this really hurt that I wasn't able to accomplish it, or that I lost my job, or that I messed up. And you need to believe that you can change and that you can see something to completion, because if you're always feeling in this stage of this is how it is, then that's the energy that's going to keep coming in. The minute that you actually have a rebirth of your perspective and your point of view, and a better look at yourself, higher value for yourself. This is also like Two of Cups in reverse can be, cheesy it sounds, but learning to love and accept yourself, all of yourself, and doing that in a more kind and accepting way for yourself. So that was the third group. I hope that this was helpful. I will put all of these songs in the description box. I'd really appreciate if you guys could like and subscribe. It really helps me stay motivated to do these. And you can also check out my TikTok if you want to. It's Mama Lou Tarot. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Mama Lou is here for you. And let me know if you have any questions. All right, bye.